I have 10 free dress patterns for you. Yes, I found them on Instagram. Let's have a look at the different websites, the great designers, and if you want to have the links, go to madamso.com and our blog, and there you find all the free stuff. Let's have a look. If you want to do a search on Instagram, you go to Instagram and you need an account, and then you can search by hashtag, or you can follow people who post a lot of stuff you like. But if you don't, you can also do a Google search and you just type Instagram, and then the hashtag you want to follow. So to find the free patterns, free sewing pattern is better. Type that and then you get in the results a page with all the pictures that have used the hashtag free sewing pattern. So if you click on this one, for example, then you see that it was uploaded by Albi Textiles, and if you want to find the link to the pattern, you have to go to her page, and then there you have the website. And if you go to LB Textiles, you get, of course, a lot of information. And if you go to shop, you have the patterns, and there are free patterns, $0, and there are patterns that cost $12, $11, $13. So she has, here is the skirt we saw, and you can add it to your cart and it's for free. So let's have a look at because this is a skirt, at the dresses I found. My first is from So Different. And Laura, who has the website, well, she has a pattern shop and a blog, and she sells some really lovely patterns on her website. Here you can see them, and a lot of them are for free. So this is the page with the shop. And then in the resources, you can go to free patterns and projects. And here is a dress I selected, the Parisienne dress, and then there's the handkerchief hem maxi dress, and the party chic dress. I like that one best. I think if I would start with one dress of my 10 patterns, I would try this one. I think it's lovely. So they're all PDF patterns, and so if you want to buy them, you just have to go to the cart and register it, and then if you check out, you won't be charged anything, and you will get the PDF pattern in your email like a couple of minutes later. So you can start right away if you have the fabric. That will be lovely for this dress. This is a really small website. I think it's someone who just started. Her name is Josephine, and she's a garment technician, and she works on her own patterns during the night and weekends. So for the moment there are only 2 patterns on the website, this skirt, and then the free pattern that is over here, the Freja dress. And this one, you have to subscribe to her newsletter, and then you get the pattern for free. So then I found the Stitch Sisters, a really fun duo, Rachel and Nikki. They have been running their sewing school in the UK for a couple of years and are now offering online sewing classes. So everybody can join the fun. Here you have There's a lot of information on this website and a blog that is going on for quite some time, so a lot of posts there. And in the blog you can find some free patterns. And for this one, it's not with a pattern, so it's a tutorial, and you just need like 7 rectangular pieces of fabric, and they explain you how to assemble them, and you get this lovely kaftan dress when you're all done. So I'll show you the pictures again. I think it's nice. Here they are, Nikki and Rachel. Cute, no? Then we have Made to Sew. That's Anika's site. It's a very stylish website. Beautiful pictures. She also offers in-person classes in the UK, in Australia and in the US. And she has online classes, a blog, a YouTube channel, and she is working on her own pattern collection as we speak. So if you go to the patterns, dresses, you can see that a lot of them are coming soon. But there's already one dress online, and that's the Copen top and dress, and it's for free. Look how nice. Beautiful pictures of her. So that's what Anika is offering. Then there's the website that is called It's Always Autumn, and Autumn is the lady who runs the website. She's a mom of 5 children, and she shares a lot of more stuff than just sewing tutorials. So you have everything about decoration, recipes, photography tutorials. You have some printables for free. She has book reviews, some crafts for kids, and general tips and tricks. So it's a site with a lot of information. I selected, and she has different free tutorials and patterns. I selected this one. I like it. It's a maxi dress, and she sews a lot with knits, with stretch fabrics, and so the t-shirt like dresses. If you like that, you should have a look at her website. Then we have a South African site which is called French Navy. It's Sarah's website. She lives in Cape Town, and she also makes her PDF patterns by night. So she offered the first one for free. She has a shop and with one free pattern, and that's the Orla dress. I saw on Instagram that a lot of people have been making this dress, so if you look for the hashtag the Orla dress on Instagram, you can find a lot of inspiration. So cute, because here she doesn't show pictures, but you can click below and then you see people who are showing what they made, how they made the dress. I like this one. Then there's Peppermint magazine. That's also an Australian magazine, and it's they say we tell the story of people doing good in the world, and they have this section with sewing patterns because they think if people are starting to sew and if they have access to free patterns, they will buy less in the stores, and so it's a way to have more ethical fashion in the world. And they have really a lot of beautiful, beautiful patterns. And I found the site because I was following Emily from In the Folds, and that's one of the ladies who designs for Peppermint magazine. And I selected 2 dresses, but I also really like this jumpsuit. And that's the pleated summer dress, and then one that is a bit older, and that's like more a vintage dress. Well, the page is still loading. Here it is, the 50s style prom dress. Oh, that's a nice one too. I'll open it. for this, you just download the instructions, the pattern, and you can start sewing. Well, that's what I wanted to show you. So I hope you got inspired, and you can start sewing one of these dresses. And yeah, just go to the blog post to have the links to all the tutorials. Bye!